walk over here and talk with the Evolution boys. I only get to see you guys once a year, and it's great to see you down here all the way from the Great White North, eh?
Oh yeah, we're glad to be here again. For those who've seen the video, last year we went 18 miles backwards. This year we're going to try to go forwards. We had a rough season last season, so the new car we've got is not built. We wrecked the old one in a race up in Canada. So this is actually my trail wheeler. Curtis is a driver of record. I usually co-drive, and we have to thank our sponsors and even Miller and the guys here, because we literally finished the car in the lake bed here. Takes a lot of work. Miller, we were welding in there. Toyo Tires got us some tires. Evolution Heim joints. King Aribe. Everyone who knows Aribe knows he's a wizard at suspension. So this year we're actually, because it's my car, I'm going to do the first lap and Curtis is going to do the second one. So I've actually never driven in the desert. I've always sat in the co-driver's seat, so it might be a little interesting. He might be screaming at me go faster. I might be screaming at him I want to go slow. So we'll see how it goes.
So Curtis, have you been out with him driving before?
Yeah, it's a little bit scary. I sure like to be in control of the steering wheel. We went out on Monday when we first started pre-running, and I was literally trying to steer the GPS unit.
But I'm wondering, you know, you could have easily just thrown a dummy steering wheel on that side. It would have made him feel better.
Oh, we talked about that a lot. I actually thought I should just put a steering wheel on my side, on the co-driver's side, that actually works, and this one just be the dummy one. He can pretend to be driving in the driver's seat, so it's going to be very interesting. We didn't do so well in the time trials. He flopped it in the first, 10 feet. So we were actually talking about him driving the desert and me the rock. So if you see someone doing the fire drills, jumping out before the rock sections and running around and changing positions, that might be us.
So, and at this point in time, if you guys jumped out and ran around the car, jumped back in opposite sides, we'd be calling that the Canadian fire drill, right?
Oh yeah, we try to start new things here every time we come, so.
So, and of course, you mentioned Miller Welder was helping you. I mean, how about these guys? They've talked about the King of the Hammers a little last year, wasn't too sure about it, and sure enough, this year they pull up with a full tent with all the gear, and they have the top-notch welding engineers, the guys who are designing the machines, here helping you guys put stuff together when things break. I mean, go blue.
Oh yeah, after all the help they did for us, we might be going home with a welder ourselves.
Well, I tell you, as a guy whose blood runs true Miller blue, my garage is full of Miller Welder. Got the 250, got the 211, and got a Diversion and a Dynasty, because every time you use one, it's like they bring out a new machine. I got to go buy that. And I tell you, never let me down. But anybody out there, you have welding questions or whatever, go over to the big white tent with the big blue Miller logo on it. Talk to John, talk to any of the other people in there. There's some fantastic welding. There's probably more welding engineers in that little tent over there than there are in any other room on the planet. And they're out here in the desert to support the 2012 Griffin King of the Hammers. Great to see you guys come down here again. Looking forward to see you on the start line, and even more importantly, looking forward to seeing you guys come across the finish line. Think he's going to be able to pull it in this year?
Well, he's going to give it to me on the second lap, so